Hi, my name is Trey Owens. I'm a student doing an assignment for my naturalist writing class, and we're outside of the Rutgers Eco Preserve today. I'm going to show you guys a couple fun things I can find in nature and a couple fun facts about them. All right, let's get to it. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about today was where these guys right here come from. They come from these guys right here. They come from acorns. Acorns are usually found by oak trees. They're scattered across nature. I'm sure you see them in your backyard or anywhere else you go outside. They usually have a seedling or two into them, and once they get grown into the ground, they produce the oak trees that you see all around us here. It's pretty interesting. People also use acorns to make flowers and oils, and they make a bunch of extracts from them as well. Acorns are a pretty versatile thing. You can find them in green forms. They are also brown, and they come in a variety of different shapes and sizes. There's not just one specific size to these. And again, you can find these all over, everywhere. Yeah. Acorns are also squirrels' best friends, and they're food to many things in nature that you find out. Again, they come in pairs of two, or you can find them in one, like our guy right here. So another thing in nature that proves valuable that I wanted to show you guys out here today was a log. I know it might sound simple, but logs are home to many species found in nature, like bees, newts, and other small animals and organisms that you could find out here. Another cool thing that is on these is they also grow moss and fungi that also provide things for the natural habitat that you can find here as well. The decomposition of this log and other materials return to the soil, providing more nutrients for plants and animals to use alike in nature. You may be wondering to yourself, why do people even keep the logs around? Why don't we just throw them away? Well, it's because they recycle back into nature, and they're actually very important for the ecosystems that are at play here. If you just threw all the logs away, nothing would be recycled back into nature, and this would all start to go away, like you see the rainforest and other things happening today in the world. While they may seem just like leaves, these leaves provide a vital use in this ecosystem. They provide food for a lot of the wildlife here. For example, caterpillars love to use these as food and also a shelter as the harsh winter months fast approach us. Another fun fact about these leaves is that a lot of cultures like to view oak leaves as signs of truth and wisdom, and they are often used as symbolism throughout many cultures. You may have always been curious, why do leaves change colors? Well, it turns out leaves change colors because of the chlorophyll that is found in each plant. The greener they are, the more chlorophyll that is found in them. If they're red and brown, it means that the chlorophyll has left the plant, really. They also become red due to the sugars in the plant, and it's pretty interesting to learn more about these things once you get to know them. So the last thing I want to talk to you guys about today was the eastern gray squirrel. The eastern gray squirrel is native to North America and can be found in brown, white, and blonde colors. They are tree squirrels, and they commonly can be found eating nuts, berries, and acorns from all over. In this video, there's probably 5, 10 to 15 squirrels at least all burrowed in any of these trees right behind me. Now, here's a video of squirrels in action. Now that you've seen some squirrels in action, there's a couple more interesting facts about them. They're some of the smartest and most social creatures you'll see out in the wild, and despite having a bunch of predators that exist in the wild, they can live for up to 20 years and even longer than that. And before we get out of here today, here's a couple more fun facts about everything we learned today in the Rutgers Eco Preserve. So before we wrap up today, I wanted to relate the Eco Preserve back to the readings, and I was going to point out two readings that we read in class. I was going to point out Taya Miles and Hale today. The first quote is from Taya Miles, and it reads, "Many Americans do not associate Black people with environmental engagement." And to me, this is a shame. People should try to find the context behind these things rather than accepting them at face value. It ignores a lot of the African American experience, and it's forgetting the ramifications of a lot of what happened in the Jim Crow South. There is a real reason for tension from Black people when it comes to being outside in these spaces. In my time in the preserve, I was unfortunately the only Black person I saw there. I hope in the future more of us try to be Black in green spaces, because I think there's a lot of rich stuff for us to find out there, and these spaces are for all of us. So in the second quote we have here today is from Hale, and the quote is from early in the chapters when she was just starting off on her journey on the Appalachians. It reads, "You're not Black. I say that, of course I am. None more Black," I weakly joke. "Not really," he says. "You're African, but not Black. Blacks don't hike." That phrase really stuck with me. What is Black to this other hiker? Would he see me in the Eco Preserve and ask the same thing? These aren't warm, welcoming comments. While the hiker is trying to be nice, he's bathed in an ignorance that it's hard to even swallow. I grew up Black in a predominantly white suburb, and these microaggressions are very similar to the type of things I would grow up hearing as well. Categorizing things like that hiker did is damaging, and I don't believe things are black or things are white. I think when looking at the Rutgers Eco Preserve, I think it's for everybody, and I think everybody should be able to enjoy that space. I think this hiker was making it too much of a black and white instance. Well, that's all that I had to show you guys today. I hope you guys learned something and had a valuable time experiencing the Rutgers Nature Eco Preserve. Hopefully, you learned something new today about acorns, logs, squirrels, or even leaves. This is Trey Owen signing off. Have a good one.